Hello, myself Sunil Ramakrishnan. Today, basically, we are going to talk about the formula word that is basically 31st number part. Basically, it's a 31st, basically, you can say. Till 30, basically, we have discussed lots of things, basically, lots of things related to the project management plan, how basically the project management, each and every formulas got created, how each and every attributes got created, and how each and every attributes are connected with the how many industries basically, and how many industries basically have invested the money in the formula in the software industry, and according to that basically investment basically how many discounts basically, and how many money basically is, how many cost basically has the software reached up to the that up to the level to that industry. So like this basically each and everything basically we are discussing. And basically here basically we want to say that as much investment basically the industries are doing to the software industry, and the each and every software industries are giving the services to the software to the certain categories, certain industries basically. According to that the relationships gets maintained basically, because as many relationship basically gets maintained, that according to that relationship only basically the each and everything gets clear basically. Now basically here basically we are talking about the Microsoft Corporation and the Microsoft Corporation, that is Bill Gates, and the government, that is basically USA government. They are talking about basically we want the secret of the text box equal to 1,000 cities. That basically government is telling that we can't disclose the secret basically, because it's a secret that is basically, and secrets are not getting disclosed basically in front of the in front of the non-political groups basically. And basically we have done the hard work, so basically we are not going to disclose the things basically. And then basically one of the government employee, he told that given one example basically, he basically given one example that is basically like this basically, he mapped one, he's given one example that is basically connected with on one of the metrics. He told that World Bank is telling that we are basically supplying each and every energies to the cities, each and every powers to the cities. According to that, basically, and the requirement as given by are given by the cities only to the each and every city. Sorry, from the cities, basically the requirement is given to the World Bank. According to that, basically only the central government has purchased the subscription of the power. Basically, you can say so. The power supply are purchased from the World Bank according to the subscription amount. The amount has paid by the central government. Basically, directly state government can't interact with the World Bank. Basically, it's a rules basically that created by certain groups. Basically, you can say. So the rule says that whoever is ruling the central government, whoever is ruling the central part, they are basically going to interact with the World Bank. Basically, you can say. So the World Bank has given the certain subscription that you have taken this subscription. So according to that, basically, you are going to get the power supply. Basically, you can say. So here, basically, we are discussing that one matrix, basically, which says lots of things. The matrix was told by the government employee, and he told that World Bank is passing the matrix data of each and every cities, and that due to that matrix data, that is basically power supply and energy data. Due to that, only the each and every buildings are standing at the straight position. If they are passing some wrong data, if something wrong happens, if assume that the data has passed a little bit less, then basically it is directly going to affect to the cities basically. It might possible that city might get earthquakes basically, because on the base of power supply data basically which the government is passing, sorry, which the World Bank is passing, according to that only the earthquake happens. So basically earthquake basically you can say it's not connected with the you can say it's not connected with the tectonic plates for everything, because this is also one of the secret, you can say. This is also one of the secret of the certain groups basically. The in front of world basically, is disclosed that it's tectonic plates, but in real basically it's a World Bank. Basically, it might possible that World Bank also is getting the data from the set of groups. Basically, that also we will be going to discuss. So here, basically, we have just now told that World Bank is giving the data to the certain cities, and the certain cities are getting fresh data. According to that fresh data, old data get refreshed with the new data, and according to that, basically, sometime earthquake happens. So basically, each and every data are connected with the World Bank data, which are basically getting passed. So here, basically, we are discussing that matrix. Basically, the matrix is World Bank has passed the data to the cities, and the cities are connected with the set of energies and power companies, you can say. And due to that power companies and the data passed by the World Bank, the combination data, according to that, basically the each and every buildings are standing at the standing in the straight position in the city, basically, that you can say, right? So this matrix has generated. World one is World Bank, another is the city's data, old data plus new data, and then the basically power companies and the energy companies. So now basically here the one more matrix is that is this was basically this was basically told by the government employee, basically to the Bill Gates, basically Microsoft, basically. So basically, up to what level basically explained, up to what level they have the government has employed has explained that basically we are going to discuss here. So the discussion is basically then he told that each and every energy companies and the power companies are connected with set of nuclear plants, and the nuclear plants and the energy companies and the power companies are directly connected with the satellites. So this was told by the government employee. Then basically the Microsoft Corporation was shocked. Basically, then basically he told that how basically he given few examples. Basically, the examples was basically how basically Earth planet got birth, and how basically this land got created. Then he told that if I say that this one Vadodara city land is created from 300 to 400 planets, then basically if New York basically city land is created from more than 500 planets, then basically like this basically it's connected. So basically New York City basically whenever gets power supply from the energy companies, nuclear companies, that basically is connected with the satellites, and that satellites are taking the data from the 300 to 400 planets, basically you can say. So the planets are connected with the satellites are connected with the planets, and like this basically each and every things are connected, and then only the basically data are getting passed, and then lots of filters happens and lots of things happen. This basically connects like this basically. For example, there is one city called Vadodara city, or some another city we can say, that is New York or Los Angeles or any city. So the for example in Vadodara city, that is basically MGVCL is one power plant basically, or GB basically you can say. So like this basically they get data of the each and every areas of the Vadodara city 1 month before only. So whatever power supply they are going to pass, that data basically they gets in advance basically you can say. So here basically I just taken as 1 month, basically it can be less also, it can be more also. So like this basically power company says that we gets the data, which basically data we are going to pass to each and every city, each and every areas in the cities, that we gets data 1 month before only. Then basically we do lots of filtration, addition, minus of in the powers energies, and then basically we send the data basically, because on the base of the sent data by the local power company, according to that basically lots of things manipulation happens basically. So like this basically the example was given by the government employee. Then basically the discussion is still ongoing. Then basically Microsoft Corporation told that we actually want little bit data basically, because we if we are paying the amount, and you have told this also that basically one day basically some clash happened between the government and the Microsoft Corporation. That time one of the your employee told that it might possible that one day your each and every websites basically which is getting displayed in the web browser, in that basically it might possible that text box can disappear. So this was told by your one of the employee. So according to that only, basically we want the little bit information of the text box which is getting display in the web browser, and the data basically which is getting displayed in the text box. That each and every information only we want basically. So you are Microsoft Corporation told that we have around 5 crores websites in .NET basically created. In that basically more than 50 crores text box is getting display. If anything happens to that text box control equal to text box control that is basically created from the thousand cities, then basically it will be very mess basically, because we have more than 5 crore customers basically who are basically using these websites basically, and this website basically more than 50 crore text boxes are there basically. If it disappears within second basically, then it will create lots of problem to us basically, and basically lots of not problem to us up to basically lots of problem to us also and to the customer also, because if suddenly the text box get disappear, then basically you can just imagine the problems going to face basically. So that's why basically we want the detail of the text box, and we are paying the tax amount, and the tax amount amount which you are just telling that you this many percentage we have paid in the receipt, basically you are just telling that this many amount of the tax amount you have paid to the government, but you are not telling in the detail that in detail basically that this many amount has been taken in text box control, this many amount has been taken for the combo box control. So basically you can say text box equal to 1000 cities, so you are not told that this many cities basically has been created for the text box. This detailed information you are not giving it. So we want that detailed information only. So basically, because one of your employee has told that it might possible that suddenly the text box can disappear one day. So this was told, and we have the proof also that one of your government employee has told this. So for that, basically, we want detail, and the discussion is still ongoing. From discussion is still ongoing. There is this discussion is between the American government and the Microsoft Corporation basically. So basically, we are stopping at the video that is basically the part 31, and in part 32 we are going to discuss little bit more about the formula word and in detail of the formula word. Thank you.